Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Diabetic Triathlete. I'm your host, Mike Razor, here in New York City. Hopefully, you guys are having an amazing day today. And today's episode is on the after fast experience and how to manage it. Recently, I did a 3-day fast, and then I ate right after, but the side effects of 3-day fast or any kind of fast that's longer than 2-3 days will affect your body, will affect your stomach, will make the enzymes and things in your body go dormant in various places because it's not being utilized. So when you go on your fast and you stop eating, you're drinking your salt water, you're drinking your coffee, liquids, no juice, and you deal with your withdrawals from various things, getting little headaches here and there, that kind of thing. And then you transition over. How do you handle that? How do you handle the process day by day? Especially if you are taking medications, for example, Mounjaro. So if you're on it, first of all, Mounjaro does something to your body where it restricts your body from wanting to eat over a period of time. And I've taken Mounjaro before, and I've seen the effects of Mounjaro and Ozempic, and I've also seen the positive and negative effects of both of those. And in that, we're talking about slight differences. Not major differences, but slight differences, and one of which being the not wanting to eat. And then if you did eat, you end up getting sick, or stomach feeling bad, or your body getting real lethargic, getting real tired, getting real as if you haven't slept all day. You end up falling asleep. You could sleep for the whole day. And I think that has a lot to do. And once again, I'm not a medical doctor. This is just from my experience. So that's disclaimer. But I know that from my experience using those products, I believe that I'm better off sticking to a workout regimen and eating the right foods for me to become healthy. Granted, you could use Mounjaro for a period of time to bring your A1C down, to bring your glucose down. And you'll see it. Excuse me. Every day that you check your glucose levels and what have you, you'll see the change. You'll see that your numbers are going down, all that good stuff. And you'll be happy with that process. If that's what you want to do, great. You want to deal with the side effects, great. Excuse me. This is a prime example of after a 3-day fast, mucus is coming out. The body is releasing toxins. You might even start feeling like you have the flu, cold chills, excuse me, things of that nature. But what's happening is the body is pushing out all of the bad stuff. The white blood cells are cleaning up all the toxins and things that are inside the body that have died. So you want to be mindful of that pattern when you're taking these medications, especially during the fast, and after the fast, because after the 3-day fast, and you've taken the medications, you want to start eating, excuse me, utilizing something like bone broth or any kind of liquid broth first to get your body back acclimated. And don't be surprised if when you have these items, when you have the bone broth, an egg or whatever, that your body doesn't react normally to it as it usually does, especially on the medication. I've noticed that even if, man, excuse me. I've noticed that even if I wasn't on a fast and I took the Mounjaro, that my reaction to it would be as when eating would be as if I was on a fast. That's one thing I noticed. So I'm thinking that the Mounjaro utilizes or suppresses suppresses the stomach's understanding of when you eat and when you don't eat, where it like tells it somehow to, and I have to look this up, when it almost like gives a signal for the stomach to go dormant, almost, to where you don't want to eat, to where you're satiated or your body is feeding from its own fats, which with being diabetic is something that you kind of want to happen a little bit, because wherever the fat is located in the liver, the pancreas, externally, etc., it begins to burn that stuff off. Now, I'm one to work out while I'm fasting. I'm one to still move. Like yesterday, I worked out. I did this is the other thing. When you're doing your fast and you're working out, just be sure that you listen to your body, because yesterday I was supposed to do 13 miles, a 13-mile bike ride, and I think it was a 30-minute jog or something. I did the 30-minute jog, and then when I got on the bike, I did 6 miles, not 13, because by the 6th mile, I started feeling lightheaded, and so I attributed that to me not eating. Now I've had a lot of liquids and stuff, but I attributed that to my blood sugar going down, in which when I checked my blood sugar levels, they were lower than normal. They were in the hundreds range, which is good for me. So just be mindful of that when you're incorporating fasting, working out, taking Mounjaro. Because when you don't take the Mounjaro and then you do the fast, I think it's a little better on your system. But it's easier for you to do the fast when you're on Mounjaro, because you don't have those hunger pains, you don't have those sweet tooth cravings and things of that nature most of the time. So it's easier for you to go through not eating with the Mounjaro. Once you finish the fast, so you do 3 days, you finish the fast, you have the broth, and you deal with the effects of the aftermath. So this may be 1 or 2 days where your stomach is not feeling as up to par. you may begin to feel sick a little bit or go through withdrawals of some sort as far as flu-like symptoms, having to go to the restroom a lot,